Hello everyone, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. Let's do some puzzles. Should we continue this area? Gosh, it was so many to get to the next thing. Are there any that we're close to, like, the next stage? That's not too far away. That's not a million miles away. It's almost as far as the other one was. Let's do this one. Oh, this was non-boxy, I think. Non-boxy. So we need to put you in some way down here such that we're not leaving boxes in the remaining spaces. That feels like it's gonna have to be like, if this point is this square, then we leave a box behind. If this point is this square, then we leave a box behind, so it's you. But then there are two ways that could go, like that, or oh gosh, it's hard to visualize, like that or like that. I wish it were easy to see the intersection of those two shapes. Like that and like that. It's really hard to visualize the intersection of those two shapes. I could draw them on, I guess. So one of them is like this. And then another is like, can I change the color of my line? I don't think I can, unfortunately. The other is like this. Is that right? Yes. This is also hard to visualize. That's incredibly difficult to visualize. What about if I do and then so it's just those three, they're included in all three. Sure. All right, so then you. If it is this corner that's here, then it can't go that way, but it could go... No, it can't go that way either. It can't go either way, because this spot would be taken in either situation. Yes, okay, it can't be that corner. It can't be this. It can't be this corner or that corner, so it has to be this corner. And that can go like that. Wait, hold on. It's basically 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. It can only go one way. Oh, sorry. Like this, I think. Hope that was correct. And then that leaves this thing down here either that way, which it can't because it would leave a box there. So it must be this way. Hooray. Cool. 3. Non-boxy delta Gemini. Okay, non-boxy delta Gemini. Well, this is boxy, 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 non-boxy. Can't go here. It could go further, it might not go further. Boxy, 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 non-boxy. So it can't go here. This can't go all the way. This can't go all the way to here because then this would be the same shape, but then it has to be different. So it does have to stop somewhere along here. What can I say then? Well, what can I say? Okay, but this does have to be the same shape as this in some way. So does it have to be like that, maybe? Or like that, it could be. Oh, but then it leaves a box in the middle. So like that, maybe? I think that might be the only way that can go. Because we can't have this 4 long bit here. So it's going to be the end of this, whatever it's going to be. But if it's 3, then we can't put we could put a 3 and a 4 long here, but then we leave a box in the middle. So I think it's this. I think it's that, and we're done with those two shapes. Maybe? This is boxy, so it's going to have to be like this. This just has to be different. How do we not leave a box here? Box, box, not a box. Not a box like that. Hooray! What are you? You're a 3, you're a 3. Do we have any easier ones? Just some 2s. You're a 2. Non-boxy rose windows. Okay, boxy, 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 non-boxy. Boxy, 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 non-boxy, non-boxy. They might continue. This one can't continue, but those might. Boxy, 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 non-boxy. Non-boxy. Again, might still continue. Boxy, boxy, might continue. Or will continue in some way. Where else can it go? You need to be all 3 of these, otherwise you're a 1 or a 2. Okay, so that is that done. And that done. Boxy, boxy, boxy. This has to be non-boxy, so you have to go that way. You're done. This needs to be non-boxy, so keep going, go here. Boxy, 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 non-boxy, might continue. Boxy, boxy, has to keep going, boxy. This also has to go down here. So you're done. Boxy, boxy, non-boxy. So at least that, you need to go at least this way. You may continue. You can't, well, you could both continue actually. This is true. You're done. Boxy, boxy, need to become non-boxy, but it could be now, it could be later. This is already boxy. Sorry, this is already non-boxy. This is already non-boxy. I guess you need at least 3 to make something non-boxy. So if we take away more than 1 from these now, we have a problem. And that still needs 1. So that, and then this, that. Yay! That was a nice little deduction at the end. I always like those puzzles where it's kind of the basics as it goes on, but then there's like, it results in a slightly more complicated section at the end that forces you to realize a nice little deduction. I like the lighting on the ground here. Although, wait, where's the sunlight coming from? Feels like from that direction? There's like, yeah, there's like those rays there. Where was that windmill? Where was that windmill? So far away. And your shadow is somehow reaching all the way over here. But yes, clearly in that direction. So this doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense, unless it's, I guess it does have its own light source. Anyway, not that it matters. Are there any on this? There's going to be something like hidden in there, surely. I think there is, although I can't quite tell. Is that a puzzle? Maybe not. Well, there's one there, but surely they'd hide one in that bit. Surely. 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. If this goes through here, they're all connected. In fact, no, it could stop there though, but non-boxy. So yeah, if this goes through here, then that's boxy. So it'd have to continue in some way, but not in those directions. It'd have to continue into there. It would still be boxy, but only up to there. It could then turn at the ends, I guess. If this goes upwards, and you go upwards, you'd have to go up and then left, and then you'd be boxy. So no, it does go like that. Okay, it goes all the way through. Oh, it only has to go all the way through on one side. You're suggesting there's no way of splitting this up without it becoming... Yeah, because if you split this up, you get either a 1 or a 2. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So these are all good. You're done, you're done. So then we only have to continue on one side and then turn. If we continue on this side, we have a 3 here. So that's bad. I think it's like this. I no longer believe that. Hold on. If we go through... Oh, we could do both, but no, we'd still have to do something about this section. I guess it could go... No, it can't go down because it would leave a 1 here. But then it leaves a 3, which is boxy. So it can't be like that. It has to be like this. But how do I make you... Oh, by doing that. Okay. That's what I was missing. Yeah. So this has to continue on this side and then go up or down. It can't go down because it leaves a 2, so it's going up, and then we're done. Yay! What about you? Since they were next to each other. So if these all go through each other, we get this 4 here that we can't make non-boxy. So they don't all go through each other. If any of them do not go through each other, then none of them go through each other, right? Yeah. Yep. So it's this. These all have to become non-boxy. So I guess that's interesting with this space up here, because sure, I could make this non-boxy, but it would leave a box behind by going upwards. So I think actually going upwards isn't right. Although that's true as well. Ooh, so whatever's here does have to become non-boxy itself. I must have made a mistake somewhere, I think. Has there been a problem with my logic? There must have been. To make you non-boxy, you'd have to poke down here, but then you're going to remain boxy. Yeah, I've made a mistake somewhere. How? Let me just visualize this. Right, because they can turn, of course. So it can go that way. Sorry. In fact, it's going to have to be like that because, yeah, that situation up at the top. Okay, so it does go that way around. And these are here. But then that means whatever's here has to be non-boxy. No, that can't work. If they're that way around, whatever's here has to somehow be non-boxy. It can't be. Okay, no, I was right then. What? And once again, if one of them's like this, the other two also have to be like this. Yes, 100%, because that does that, so then you'd have to be there, so you'd have to be there. How can you be non-boxy? You'd have to come here. Oh, there we go. That's how. All right, that's all I was missing. So you need to become non-boxy, but so do you. And this also needs to be non-boxy. So it's going to have to at least continue. Can't go up. It has to continue. It's almost certainly going to go down there. But you have to be... Oh, gosh. Wait, what? Have I done the same thing? No. You and you are the same... No, that doesn't make sense. You and you are the same region. That's it. Sorry. That's it. Yay. Cool. 3. Not sure if I'm ready for a 3. Okay, I see these would cap off this if I went that way. So I can't go that way because it would leave this as permanently boxy. So it has to be like this. Some of these might be the same. But if we know that's the case, then these can't point downwards. So these must go upwards. In which case, this can't be a box, so it has to be part of that region, that has to be part of that region. Since this can't be boxy, it has to go across like this. That's fine, you're done. This is going to have to connect here then. Okay. Not quite the same logic here. You do need to become non-boxy, but you're going to go like this and then turn upwards because you can't go downwards. Okay, so you're done. You're done. Well, not done, but you might be done. You two need to continue. You can't join to this. You could potentially join to something over here, or you could join to that maybe. But they both need to become non-boxy. They've got to keep going. Can't join to here, so this one is done. If you're becoming non-boxy, you have to hit that, so that's like that. I guess we're just done, right? This has to go this way. Those are boxy, so like that. Cool. One more, and it's silver. Should we do a... Let's just do a 4 for fun. Why not? Non-boxy precision. Okay. For fun. Non-boxy precision. Well, this is not going to be boxy regardless of what I do. So I don't know if that area is that useful. What about here? Is there something I could say? It can't be a 4. Could be an L or an L. Or it could be an L and a S. Okay, there's quite a lot that could happen there. This space is going to have to go 3 out in one of these directions and then turn. So it's either an L that way or an L that way. Or an L that way or an L that way. Yes. Any of the above. Okay. There are T-shapes as well. LITs. LITs is the acronym. Okay. Similar logic for this one. It's L shapes in some direction. It can't be an L shape that way, actually. It can be an L shape this way. So you're connected. Or this way or this way. Either way, those are connected. But there's a few different directions that could go. Okay. This seems tricky. I guess it is a 4. I picked a 4. So what did I expect? You could be that. L shape there. So basically, of LITs, but it's not just LITs, it's the square as well. What's the proper name for all of them? Litso? Something like that? I don't know. But the 2x2 and the long one are both gone. Those are the two that are gone. We are left with T, L, S. Those are all of them. But how do I say... So this one can't... No, it can be part of a T. It easily can be part of a T. Is there anything that can't be part of a T? U? No, you can. You can't be part of a T. If you're a T like that, that's bad. You could be part of an S or an L. Okay. If this only comes to here, then we inevitably have a T here. Is that an issue? It might be for this. I think it would be an issue. If this comes to here, only to here, then it would have to be a T. And then this space would have to be a 2x2, which we can't have. Okay, so it doesn't come only to that. It might come to that and then down. Or it might just stop here. But if this goes this way, if it stops here, we have the same situation here, right? This couldn't be an S or an L, it'd have to be 2x2. Right, there we go, there's the logic. So it has to come at least there, and then it has to go down as well. Okay, so that's done. All right, here we go. Progress, I think, I hope, maybe. I hope, maybe. This could go that way or that way, but if it goes this way, then we have the 2x2 issue. Okay. Ooh, so this would be a 2x2 issue if you don't go this way. I think, yeah. So you have to at least go that way. You could be an L, you can't be an S, you could be a T. All of the above. Okay. Do these two have to be joined? No, not necessarily. We've clearly got L's going around this in some way. Not T's and whatever. Okay. If this is an L going this way, then this has to come out this way and be an S, in which case that would be a full long, which isn't good, an I. So it can't go there, it can't go there, because it will leave 2 there, so it does go here as a T. So you do this, so you do this. And then hopefully the rest all resolves. I mean, I can see an answer. Should be fine. Can't be an L like that. Like this has to be part of an L, right? In fact, yeah, there we go. That's the. I can only be part of an L. No, hold on. But yes, it can only be part of an L, but it either goes there or it goes there, and it can only go there because if it goes there, it cuts off the other things. All right. Yay, we made it silver. Let's pick a different one. Let's do a similar kind of thing. Let's just find one that's like, so you're 8 away. You are also 8 away. This one says size separation. This one just says restoration progress. Weird. This would be boxy, right? We're just doing a bunch of non-boxy. Let's do some size separation. That's, yeah, it's a weird mechanic. I don't know how much I enjoy it, but here are 3, 2. Size separation. So you can't go there. So you must go here. Okay. You can't go in there, so that must be a 1. This can't go down, so you must go this way. These can't be 3s. A 2 could go up. It probably will go up. This 3 can't go up to that size. It does this. 0, 1. You are a 1 or a 2, but if you're a 2, then that's a problem. Or you're a 3, and that's a problem, so you're a 1. This can't be a 3, so you don't go up, you don't go there, you go this way, at the very least. If this is a 2, we have a problem. If it's 1s, we have a problem. So this 2 goes like this, right? I believe that's correct. These are probably going to be the same. Oh, you can't go that way because that's 3, so you go this way. There's no way to fit you in here without you connecting to that. So this needs splitting up in some way. Can't be a 2 there, so it's a 2 and a 1 like that. Then we have a 2 here, but without leaving anything bad anywhere. If there's a 2 here, then this has to be a 2, so it goes upwards, and then we have to split this in some way. 1, 2. Cool. 2. Size separation and rows windows. So one of these is a 1, one of them is a 2. Which means you're not a 1 or a 2, and you can only be a 3. Okay, that's a cool deduction. So you're a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. Cute puzzle, very small, but just a nice little deduction you have to make at the beginning. I say have to make, if you're solving it that way. 2. Okay, various forms of L. I mean, this can only be, no, well yeah, it can't be that one. So it is this one specifically. Size separation. So this one has to be a different one. So it has to be that. Therefore, this has to be that. Okay, so then whatever you are has to be this. It has to be different to both of those. So then this has to be that. So this here is going to have to also do this stuff, and it can be only that, I believe. You and you. So this could be one small one, but it can't be small, so it's you. This one could be a small one or a big one. This cannot be either of those. It has to be a little one. So it's going to have to be, I think, that. And then that and that. Neat. 3. Size separation and polyomino. Do these add up? Probably not. No, I think there's going to be 1s and stuff between them all. So this is either like, it can't be like that. It could be like that. But it also could be like this. Or like that. There are some shapes here that are the same size, like the 5s. That's clearly going to be part of this, is realizing that like positioning some of these 5s in certain ways will affect the other 5s. Like this one either extends to here, in which case it's next to you, which is a problem, or it extends to here. Yeah. So it's going to have to extend to there, but exactly how, I don't know yet. I mean, I guess that was a close enough colour, but I was just drawing that in to make the colours the same. In fact, I think it has kept them the same this time. So then this one can't go here, it can't go there, so it has to go this way. It could go around the back of this 2. It could go along here, but then touch this 5, so it goes here specifically. So that goes up. Nice. We have begun. This can't go down. So it has to either be I think. I believe that's true. Does that affect you? I think if you were this way, I would not be able to put this one in. Yeah, no way. Yeah, so you're this way. In which case you are not like that, you're not like that. You could still be like this, or you could be like this, or this. Oh, this still. So I won't. That was just note taking, okay? Don't judge. Well, so we know you're a 5 to here. You could be like that. You could be like this. And those are the only 2 ways that could be. And either way would be fine. When it's not like it puts the negative space next to something that it can't be next to. Okay, what about... What about you? I think you can't go down, because the 2 options are that and that, so you can't go down. You could go to the right, but okay, we'll put that in at least. I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, what next? You, can I figure something out about you? Feels like there's a lot of places you could go, although it would touch that. Okay, so it can't go there. This doesn't have to be the end of it, though. It could be like... If this is the end of it, then it stretches to either here, 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 or here. It can't, so, in fact, it can't be the end of it then. So this is the middle of it, and the only way it can be the middle of it is... Well, no, it could also be one of these 2. It's one of these 3 in the middle. This cell is. So it could, but it can't be like that way, but it has to be like this way. Which seems like that would be fine. Except... if it were that way, you'd go that way. That would be fine. That would be fine. Okay. So then the other options, that's if you're the middle. Otherwise, you're like one of the elbows. And I think that can only be done like that. But I also see no problem with you either. I guess either way this is filled. Is that true? No, because you could be like this. Oh no. There is another way there. Oh no, but then you'd be touching this. You can't extend here or here. These are off limit for you. So, yeah, it has to be that. And I think either way you go that way. Is that true? Do you always go here? Okay, can I find a placement for you that obviously doesn't go there, there. You can never go there or there. But also doesn't go there. I think now that I've put that in, it's fairly clear that the answer is no. I think, yeah. Okay. So you do go down, in which case that does go that way. In which case this does do this. Okay. Progress, I hope, maybe. Then what? So at least that is true. This can be a 1, so it could be left like that. So what are our options? This and that, I think. I don't see an immediate problem with either of those. So either puts you here or here. I think if you're here, then this would have to be very specific, like this. That'd be a 1 in the middle. Is there something I can do with you yet? I don't think so. Oof. Okay, what? If you go here, I think that does affect you quite a bit. You'd have to go like this, and then you'd be touching this. If you go here, because you can't. If this one goes to this spot, I mean like that shape, then this and this are off limits for you. In which case you are either like this or like this. In which case you'd definitely be touching this. Okay, so you don't do that one. You instead do this one, and then you fit like this, I think. That is fine. I was thinking that doesn't look like it's going to work, but that actually does work like that. So then you have to be like this. Yay! I did a thing. Hooray. Should we do one more? Let's just do a 2. Size, separation, area number. Although we have done some complicated 2s at times. So that's a 2, that's going to be a 1, you're a 2, you're a 1, you're a 1. This 2 goes one of those 2 directions. Okay, can I figure out which one? I think so. Okay. Is there anywhere else that's as nicely constrained as that, this one? So you could be more than the 1. So, and that one can't go down either, right? They're the same, basically. So in fact, you are more than 1. There's a 3 there. This is not a 2, so it must go, it's either a 1 or it goes that way, so this 2 goes downwards. Okay. That could still be a 1, but let's not put the rest in yet. Size separation, so this could be a 1, this could be a 1. This 2 can't go this way, so this 2 goes upwards, you're a 1. I must be able to figure this out now, since it's like none of this is going to interact with it. So if you're a 1, you're a 2, you're a 1, you're a 2, you're a 1, that works out. If you're a 2, well, you can't be a 2. All right, okay, that's pretty simple. I just didn't see the thing. Then this 2 can't go this way, so it goes that way. This 2 could go either way. This can't be a 2, but it could connect to you. This could be a 3. If you're a 2, well, you can't be a 2. You could be a 1, but then this couldn't be a 1. It has to be a 2, but it can't be a 2. So this is a 3, and that's a 2. I think. Yes. Yay! What are we at? 3 more. I mean, maybe we should try and finish it. Let's try and do it. Come on. Let's get 3 more done. Are there 3 simple ones? I mean, maybe I'm going to look around and there aren't 3 simple ones. And then I'll be like, okay, maybe not. What's going on to there? Is that... Oh, they're just not active yet. There's a 2. Size separation, rows, windows. Okay. Well, this... Okay, and you can't go those directions, so you can't be a 2, so you have to be a 3 like that. You can't go in those directions, so you're at least to here. But you must be more. You must be more. You have to go here, but can't be a 3, so you have to stop. You have to go here, but have to be a 3. You must go this way, and then you've only got this to connect to, but you can't be a 3, so you're going to at least be a T shape, at least. You're going to connect to this, but you can't be a 2, so you have to go down, so you are a T shape. You may be more than the 3. This is here. You're clearly connecting to this. If you continue this way, well, you could be a 2 by 2. That'd be fine. Or you could be a 4 and you'd be a 3. this is clearly going to affect that. This can't be a 2, but it could go down currently. Well, if it goes down, then this is a 3, and that's a 3, and we're screwed. So this goes up. It doesn't go down. So you go up, so that's you, and you can be a 2, that's fine. Does that resolve this? 3. Well, it depends what this is forced to be. Oh, sorry, size separation. This can't be a 4 because there's a 4 here. So you're a 3, you're a 4. Okay. Okay. This needs to go up this way. It's definitely going to connect to you. It's the only friend you've got. Sorry. Sorry for pointing that out. This can't be a 2 or a 3, and it has to connect to you, so it's going to have to be a 4. This can be 3, so it has to go that way, at least. You're a 4. This could be a 5, right? What's wrong with it being a 3? What is wrong with it being a 3? Nothing. This could come around here. That would also work? Oh, this can't be a 4 because this 4. Okay, so that at least has to go to there. And then what's the issue? Why can't this be a 4? Because of that 4. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alright. Wait, am I really saying I'm finishing this? It's 2 more. I'm going to find 2, like, simple ones. There aren't 2 simple ones. There's a 3. Oh, maybe down here? There's a 2. Size separation, area number. Size separation, area number. Oof. Okay. Ugh. You sure this is simple? This one. Ugh. Okay, so I guess what we can say is that these are not 4s. Yeah, I think that's the most helpful thing. So we've got this situation down here. That means if you can't be a 2x2, because then you wouldn't, these spaces couldn't be 4s, so you wouldn't be able to fill in that. So you at least are this. It could be that. It could be that. But it can't be both of them. Yes. Okay. Wait, no, hold on, not that. Yeah, I don't think there's any good way to mark on the options I've got here. But then that does mean you can't be a 4. So then that 4 is determined. And then so is that 4. That can't be right. Are you sure this is a 2? Are you sure this is a 2? So what have I done wrong there? So that's suggesting that it can go here somehow? This can't be that. No. That, wait, why did I put that X there? That X is wrong. Okay, well that clears that up. Alright, that's why I made a mistake. I did it over a diagonal for some reason. It's just like autopilot, I guess. Well, okay, so, I mean, I did discover a different thing, though, that this can't be a 2x2. No, it can. No, it can't, because then you end up covering that, and then this can't fit in here. So this can't be 2x2, so this does go here. Okay. So we'll do it that way around instead. Then you can't be 2x2, because it will do the same thing up here, so you must go into this space at least. And that's fine here. That means that space is off limits. Okay, that puts you like that. You like this. You then can't go there. So, at least like this. This is going to go up. Oh, this is going to have to go up here then. That then has to do this, and then you have to do that. Oh, I just had to fill in the rest. I was like, why is it not done? Yay. Okay, one more. 3. 10 and 10. Okay, 11, 14. Size separation. So these two 10s can't touch each other. Oh, interesting. That is curious. So this is 10 in a 4. So there's going to be 4 left over along this edge somewhere. And this is going to have only 1 left over. Okay, so that is interesting. So this is going to touch every bit of the border except one bit of the border. So therefore, this 10 can only touch one bit of the border in here, while leaving 4 out. So this corner is going to be important because it's 2, right? What am I saying? 4 needs to be left, that's not part of the 10, and only one bit of the 10 can touch the thing. If we avoid touching the thing entirely, we're 7. Oh, no, we're 8. I only want to touch one more. Sorry, I only want to touch one edge bit. How? Ah, this space. This is the corner that's important. I can touch both of those and only take away one from you. Yeah? Sorry, what's going on? Oh, they have to be different to each other. Sorry, size separation. Well, you have to be 2. Oh, wait, that goes there. Did I not fill that in? What was going on? I don't know. I'd solved the puzzle, but just inputting it went wrong. All right, we've done the thing. Hooray! Okay, I'll see you next time, and we will pick another one to do, I guess. So this is only 13. Still a fair few. We'll pick a different one, and we'll do that. All right, see you then. Goodbye.